Good afternoon, D&D TikTok and barbecue TikTok and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Barbecue. Let's get it done. As always, this series is inspired by the popular Roll for Sandwich series by AdventuresinAardia. Let's kick off another episode and roll for meat. 3. Pork. Okay, let's see how we're preparing our pork today. 3. Ribs. I love a good rib. Today we're going to be making some baby back ribs. We're going to peel back that membrane, and we're going to cut these in half. Of course, that's optional. Now it's time to roll for binder. 2. Mayonnaise. It's not my first pick for a binder, but it's going to add a nice rich flavor to this. Today we're using Duke's mayonnaise. Now it's time to roll for rub. 9. Ranch seasoning and 2. Flavor God. Alright, so now it's time to roll for Flavor God. 8. Garlic lovers. As you can tell from this seasoning, it's very well used in this house. We're adding some ranch seasoning and some garlic lovers into our shaker and giving that a good mix. I think the garlic and the ranch will be a nice pairing. It goes without saying that this is going to be a savory rib. The only thing that has me concerned is we're missing the salt content between these two seasonings. And now it's time to roll for wood. 1. Cherry wood. And of course, we gotta roll for char griller. 4. The Auto Kamado. From the comments section, this grill is definitely a fan favorite. We're smoking these ribs for 3 hours at 250 degrees, no peeking. And now it's time to roll Wild Magic. 9. Hot sauce. So in order to incorporate this hot sauce, we definitely need to put it inside the foil pouch. The last 2 hours, I usually like to put some butter, brown sugar, and then some type of moisture. So we're gonna use some Killer Hogs hot sauce. We're pulling these off facing the meat face down, then adding 2 more tablespoons of butter, some hot sauce, and some brown sugar. Wrap that up, and we're gonna let that get familiar with each other for the next 2 hours. After 2 hours, we're gonna open up these foil pouches and let these smoke for another hour at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Usually at this point, you wanna throw your sauce down. But we need to click those tongs because it's time for the D20 sauce roll. Nat 20, dealer's choice. So we pulled off these ribs, they look really good. Because we used mayo as a binder and ranch as a seasoning, I think it's only fitting that our Nat 20 is ranch. I know it might be blasphemous to do it this way, but we're gonna try it. We're trying new things here. And who knows, this could be really good. Here we go. This is exactly what I was afraid of. These ribs are definitely savory and falling off the bone, but just like I was afraid of, we're missing that salt content behind the savory. Honestly, the hot sauce and the ranch dressing were actually the saving grace here to keep it savory. It definitely tastes good, but it's not something I'm gonna be jumping for joy over. I think this would be insanely better if you brined those ribs for an hour in pickle juice, included an all-purpose rub with those other 2 seasonings, and added that hot sauce to that homemade ranch. I think adding those few things will definitely take this to the next level. Now the rib on its own, it's actually pretty good. Without the sauce, it's a 7.2 out of 10. But that's not how we score here. With the sauce, seasoning, and everything considered, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a 6.8 out of 10, and we're gonna call it Ranch Rider Ribs. And just like that, barbecue addicts, that's episode 45. Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and as always, we'll see you at the next barbecue.